Qahir, Tolu, welcome. Tolu, to you first. What is the impact and value of the Africa Business Leaders Coalition?
It's a unique platform. It's a Pan-African coalition of CEO-led business leaders. There are 58 of them, and the coalition is growing, intends to grow even more. It's represented across 50 different countries on the continent, and in terms of the value of the coalition, this is a 150 billion in collective revenue of all the companies and covers 1 million in terms of the coverage of employees that these companies have under their portfolio. And what is more important in terms of the value of the ABLC is the value it brings towards collective action to drive sustainable growth, economic opportunities on the continent, especially around climate action and climate solutions. And it launched its climate statement at COP27 and at COP28 here. It's here to report back on the actions it has taken as a coalition to drive solutions on the continent. And we're very excited and proud as UN Global Compact to really be the secretariat for this amazing coalition.
The message I keep hearing is, it is, isn't it? It's all about working together, but working together well. So what can other coalitions or collaborative efforts learn from the ABLC's lead on this?
Yeah, I would say there's so many things that you can actually point to as learnings from the Africa Business Leaders Coalition, but I'll focus on two. One is the multi-sector approach. This coalition is not a finance coalition or an industry coalition or a consumer goods coalition. It's a coalition of companies across all sectors, and that makes sure that the voice is holistic, the voice is representative, and it's a voice that you can say this is the private sector voice in Africa. The second thing I would say, and Tolu talked about this, is that they have a single rallying cry. So when we established this coalition, it was established with climate as a central piece, right? And that gave an anchor to the coalition, delivering a climate statement, talking about what we're going to do as the private sector in Africa on climate. And what we're seeing now is that that anchor is allowing the coalition to say, well, we want to do more than climate. We want to go into other areas of importance and pressing need in Africa. So those are the two things that I would highlight.
Tolu, what is the coalition's vision for the future? Let's look beyond this COP.
Oh, the coalition wants to grow. They want more companies in their membership because, as Qahir mentioned, it's by collective actions that we will find solutions. So that's really top on the agenda. In fact, to get to 100 before the next COP in terms of its representation. But they also want to deal with other issues and look at the nexus and intersections between climate and gender equality, for instance, because at the heart of all the work of the coalition is really ensuring that no one is left behind, addressing most vulnerable sections of society. And so looking at the nexus between gender inequality and also the impacts of the climate on these groups of women, especially young people, that really is one of the interests and focus of the ABLC going forward. But it also wants to look at public-private sector partnerships, how to ensure that, policy recommendations are being made to heads of state. It started that at COP28 through a forum with the president of Botswana, and we want to see more of that happening going forward beyond COP into the near future. I think the UN is a critical partner of the ABLC, and so really leveraging local networks of global compacts on the ground, the UN resident coordinators in country, and the country team, together with private sector, I think really is a multi-stakeholder approach that would really serve well for climate solutions together with the ABLC going forward.
Fantastic. Tolu, Qahir, thank you so much.